Hello my dear students, my name is Avigyan Tiwari, working as Assistant Professor at SIIT's Bhopal. Today we are going to see our first practical in theory of computation. So the first practical is design a program for creating machine that accepts 3 consecutive 1. So before we start writing our first program, we'll see DFA for the problem statement, and by seeing that DFA we are going to write our program. So this is clearly visible here, so we can see the DFA for the given problem. So this is the DFA. So this DFA is going to accept 3 consecutive ones. So we'll start from initial state, and after accepting 1 we'll change the state. So you can say that we transit from Q0 to Q1 after seeing 1, and after seeing second one we transit from Q1 to Q2, and after seeing again 1 we transit from Q2 to Q3. So if once we get 3 consecutive 1, so whatever the input will give here, it is going to accept. Okay, and similarly this is the DFA we know. So for in each state we'll have to see for each input. So if we'll give 0, we'll have to take self loop. We have 4 options. We know how to make DFA. So we have 4 options, but we'll choose this one because if we choose another option, we're not going to satisfy this DFA. And again, if we have a 0, we'll have to go back. Again, if we'll give after 2 1, again if we'll get this 0, again we'll have to go back. So by having this way, we'll have to prepare this DFA somehow, because by seeing this DFA, we are going to write our program. So this is a transition table, this is a transition diagram, and we have this tuples that is defined by seeing this transition diagram or transition table. So remember this diagram while we are implementing our while we are writing our program. We'll have to consider this diagram itself. Okay. So hope you have understood this one, how we are going to implement this program. So we are going to implement that DFA by using Java language. So remember the diagram itself. Okay. So by considering that DFA, we have written this. We are going to write, or I have written this program. Okay. So package name is practical. I have imported just a scanner class to take input from the user. So this is the name of class, that is practical. Okay, I have declared some variable here itself, that is string. It is going to store a string, some kind of a string, that is input string. Character, we are going to store the character because input is in the form of character itself. And again we are going to take the length of the string which we are going to input, and this is a comparator, that is we are going to compare each index. So initially it is here we have stored 0 value and it is of type integer. Okay, so let us start from initial itself. So we have initial here, that is I have written this method for taking care of input string. So the valid input string will be taken care in this method itself. Okay, so first of all we'll give user a kind of message, that is input strings of 1 and 0, and whatever the input it is given by the user we have handled here by using that scanner class itself. And by taking this method, using this method, we are going to accept the input from the user, and input can be in the form of, it should be in the form of 1 0. Okay, so in the next line we can see that it here is a string dot length. So we are going to take the length of the string, definitely, then only we can traverse towards the string itself. Okay, so here in length we have the string length, and the length should be greater than 0. Okay, so that means we have to input something. Okay, and now by using this for loop we traverse the string which is given to us. Okay, and here we try to check the validity of the string, that the string which is given by the user is in the form of 1 and 0. So we took character from that string itself, one character by character, we read that character, and character should belongs to 1 or 0. If it belongs to 1 and 0, we not required to do any kind of thing, and that's why it is empty. And if it is not in the form of 1 and 0, okay, so we are going to give please provide valid string a message, and we have exited from our program. So it means input is not valid. If input is valid, we'll get outside of that one, and every what you can say, that character of that string will be get executed, and if it is in the form of 1 0, we are going downside. Okay, so here I am going to call the first method. This is a method which is called here. So we'll start. First means we are going to consider that initial state of the DFA. Okay, the first state, that is Q0. So first is what? First of all, we are going to check the compare. This is a variable from the length of the string. So it should always be lesser than the length of the string. Initially, remember, comp equal to 0. So 0 will be lesser than the length of the string. Definitely. It means we have something in our string. Again, I am going to take first character from that string itself. So that's why it is a string.char at comp. Comp means 0. At 0 index, whatever the character present, we are going to store it in A1 itself. Okay. Now see, A1, in A1 we have a character. It can be 1, it can be 0. So if it is 1, we are going to change the state. See, if it is 1, the character, the first character, if it is 1, okay, if it is 1, then what we'll do? Com plus plus. Com plus plus means we are going to increment the index value of that. We have to go, what we'll do? We'll go to increment this one. Okay, comparator. So we're going to increment the index value of that comparator, so that second character can be read from the string itself. Okay, and we'll move towards second state. Okay, that will be Q1 in your DFA. And if the first character will be 0, we'll move to this else part. And what we'll do? Again, we'll move the index of that string, and we'll call first itself. That is the self loop. It means if we are not having 1, we'll have 0 there. So if 0, then first will be called. Our com value will be incremented by 1 itself. Okay. And now what about this else? Try to understand. If the string is completely exhausted, it means I have given only one string, that is 0. Try to understand. If I'll give 0, what will happen? It will come here, else part. It will come to else part. It will com plus plus, do the increment the index value, and it will call first again. And if it will again come here, it is com less than it will become false, because we have given only one string, that is 0. You can say alphabet also. And it is get exhausted, completely exhausted, and we are in this state itself, that is first, that is Q0 in case of DFA. So what will happen? It will going to consider this one, else part, because we didn't have any kind of alphabet is there. Okay, so L part will be executed, and what it write? System.out.println not a valid string. Definitely we have given only a single 0, and the string is completely exhausted in this state. So if in first state the value is the string is completely exhausted, so we have to print this one, not a valid string. We know this when to accept the string, when we read all the alphabets inside a string, and we, after reading last input, we reach to the final state, then only it will be called accepted. So this is for Q0 state. So if it is 1, we'll move towards second. So second method is written here itself. You can see. Again in second, we have written the same procedure. We'll follow the same procedure. Again, comp is less than length. Again, we are going to read the second character, whatever the character is given. And it is 1. Again, same process, com plus plus, and we are moving towards third. If it is false, we are moving towards first itself. We'll have, remember, we always incremented the com plus plus. This is an index value which will be incremented always. Okay. Again, if the string is completely exhausted in this state itself, then we are going to again print not a valid state. Otherwise, we'll move towards third. So in third, again see what will happen. Again, we are going to compare this comp with the length, and again we have taken the character, whatever the character is present there. If it is 1, we are moving towards last. Remember this one, we read 3 ones. Okay, so we'll move towards last state itself. Okay, otherwise we are going to move the first. Okay, so if we read this one, we are moving towards last, and when we reached to the last, see, in last we have, remember that DFA, in last we have a self loop for 1 and 0. So if once I get 3 consecutive ones, so in last state either we give 0 or 1, it doesn't going to affect the language because we get 3 consecutive ones once. Okay, so what will happen, whatever with the 0 and 1 it is written after that one. Okay, we are going to exhaust all the things here, all the 0 and 1s after 3 consecutive ones, because that string will be get accepted because we get 3 ones one time. Okay, so that's why it is if comp is less than length, and we completely what we will do, we have a self loop here, that's why we call this last, and we have already incremented this comp plus plus because we want to increment the index value. So whole string will be get exhausted here itself after reaching the last one, and we reached to the last state just because we read 3 ones. Okay, we completely exhaust all the character inside that string, and what after exhausted all the strings, what we'll move towards else part. So in this else part, so this is a tricky one. When we exhausted all the string, we move toward this else part, and we have this string is accepted. Okay, so this is the mechanism. So by seeing this explanation, please remember that diagram. So put your diagram in your front of your eyes and then see the explanation. So I have made here object of practical, that is a class object of that one, and I called here an initial method. So initial method will be called once here, so main will be called first. We created an object and we called initial method, and after that it goes. So let me run this file itself, and we'll try to give a valid input. See, we have input strings of 1 and 0, and let's see what is happening here. So 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0. So once we have 3 consecutive ones, see, the string is accepted. We have seen this one. So by having this way, we can perform all the, you can see the procedure by considering the DFA itself. So thanks for watching this practical, and stay tuned and keep learning with me. Okay, so a big thanks from my side.